Anyone remember Machinima? That weird genre of videos where you would make a story with a game engine? You might know it more for Garry's Mod and Source Filmmaker nowadays, but back in the day it seemed like all sorts of games had Machinima attached to it. Some even had tools, built-in or third-party, to help you in this endeavor. Back in late 2005, Lionhead Studios, yes, that Lionhead Studios, came out with a game called The Movies. This game boasted running a studio and making movies how you wanted to. No, seriously, that was the TV spot. I wish I could find it, cause it's amazing. So of course, with my childlike wonderment, I had to know. Hello there everybody, it is I, MDS from Bro Logic Productions, and welcome to I Had to Know. A series where more or less I give my first impressions on the game, kind of record myself playing it, and cut that down to a reasonably entertaining video, and then I give a formal review at the end. I Had to Know more or less came from the fact that sometimes you'll see a game on a commercial, or a press release, or the game just has like a reputation for being extremely good or bad, and you kind of say to yourself, I have to know what that game is like, you know? Sometimes you gotta play Sonic 06 to really appreciate how bad it is. But we're not playing Sonic 06, not yet. I need to find a copy. I'm quite scared. But today we are playing a personal favorite of mine, or guilty pleasure, however you want to see it. The Movies, a Lionhead Studios game that I would play just a lot back in 2005, 6, 7, until I lost the code to install it on new computers. Yeah. And the problem is you can't get this game anymore. Not easily and certainly not legitimately. You can't get it on Steam anymore. Good Old Games doesn't have it on. And even to try and play it, you have to install an unofficial patch to the game, which I will link in the doobly-doo. And this is on new hardware. And even when I was trying to play the game originally, I was having all sorts of graphical glitches, and it would crash. Mind you, that was because it was a crap PC back in the day, but I just have kind of a history with this game. I feel like I need to go through that whole grieving process before I can actually sit down and play the game. Now, the big draw of the movies is the fact that you make your own movies, and, well, maintaining a lot. Let's just hop right into it. I'm going to first give a new game to kind of give you what to expect when you boot it up. Look at this Jar Jar Binks mofo over here. Bro Logic Productions, and I mean, this is the most honest, but I've always liked this kind of. The explosion is a lot better than I remember it to be. Then again, this has been upscaled a little, so that probably explains the poor anti-aliasing as well. I'm sorry about that. Let's get started. So, let's just see here. Why can't I get information on the stars? I'm pretty sure action was one of the highlights, so you know what? Yeah, let's go for action. How do I get information on the stars? Okay, this is bothering me now. Am I just supposed to hover over it? You know what, let's get that saloon again. Actually, what does that script need? I'm not sure. I'm just going to assume desert action. And hope I don't go bankrupt. Oh yeah. We have absolutely no capital. Oh, there we go. You just right click. There we go. Okay. So this basically tells me everything. Action. Action. Oh no, she was actually good with comedy. No, do I have... We do have a stage. Okay, good. Good. That got me worried for a moment. Okay. Meanwhile, we need the script writers. We need to basically have script writing slave labor. Comedy. Above Belief is an action movie. I'm interested to see what this is, because I am assuming that above belief means that basically you are Kratos. Study up on romance. That way you're at least doing something. But let's just see what's going on here. They're talking. I'm laughing. What? Wait. Is he being introduced to like an invisible man? Don't litter! You left a banana! Hey! Hey, no. You clean that up. You fucking clean that up, you ungrateful... So yeah, basically, another thing about these sets, other than using them for movies like I've been doing, you can have your person play them. Person practicing on them. And why is there a fire? Wait, is she like dead? What was that, Katie May? What? Wait, what? Any objections? What? What is this? So far, they shook hands. There was a random fire. I don't understand. Okay, now let's actually try to release this movie. Actually, we can see the reviews above. Oh, yeah. Wait, mood. Plus experience and gender fit. Gender fit is an actual thing? Well, like, the only good actors were female. I'm sorry. Plus, the crew's experience didn't help much. You know what? What is this? Oh, I can't. This is not what I think of when I think of action, by the way. This makes me think of tragedy. Or that, like, one weird Bugs Bunny cartoon on chases. Yeah, random fire. Dead. And she attends her own funeral! What is this? She attends her own funeral? Who wrote this crap? What can you actually direct, by the way? Comedy. Okay. Okay. Let's see what they could possibly do for this first scene. Oh yeah, this is comedy. Okay, so this is where, if you don't like the script, you can take your own directing talent and say, yeah, that's a little extreme. Aggressive. I don't know, I kind of like mild. Just a nice straight into that guy's face. I just like the idea of this guy getting all pissy after he gets punched several times, and she's like, oh, hell no. I honestly forget how to relieve stress. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's see the reviews. Only 2 bad complaints this time. Only has much to learn about comedic acting. Comedy acting. Why don't you just say comedic acting then? Okay, release. Plate of beans. Script quality. Perfect. Poor. Movie quality. Standard. Oh. So, this movie is called Another Plate of Beans. And literally the whole time they're doing like slapstick fighting. What is the revolution? What is the resolution to these guys hitting each other? I'm really curious. She's like, nuh-uh. So I guess he told her off. She, like, told him off at the end. She's like, hey, you know what? You can't do that. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Awesome. Life is for living. No, why? What? Oh no, it was Get Lucky. Okay, and then we're gonna sell Amicable Horror. Is that supposed to be like a parody of the Amityville Horror? Wait, that's romantic? Are you sure you don't mean pervert? Come on, come on, come on. Wait, did she just drink? Hey, no! Finish the movie! Let's release the movie before, the awards! Half-decent performance, average, superb, poor. Average. Well, at least our movies are improving. So, basically, all of my stars are not more or less, they're all female. In the 20s. I'm either the most progressive studio ever, or there was just nobody else. No, that's horrible. I'm sorry. But no, seriously, they've been doing good for me as much as the reviewers completely canned me unfairly. Ah, a new actor. You have no skill. You love alcohol. You're a stress pot. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Is she drunk? You freaking drunkard! Look at it! She's downing a 40! She is downing a 40! You're gonna projectile vomit, dude! I always hate the paparazzi. would you not want to take a picture of them performing? Like, I don't know, I think that's good newsworthy material. But no, you're all about the scandals, aren't you, you little dipshit? Oh no. She's piss drunk. And the press are going to get a picture of her. Okay, be dead honest, guys. Can you really picture a drunk person with glasses on? Because I can't picture a drunk person with glasses on. Okay. She's a little less stressed now. Does that help with stress? You gotta understand, like, basically, it would get to the point where people would get, would always, like, overeat and get drunk. When I was, like, playing this when I was, like, 12. Yet I never noticed the little, like, animations and the little bubbles that surrounded their heads. Let's see how the movie's doing. Damn it. She got shot.
Now it's time for a scary story. Last week, my friend Mrs. Miller saw a ghost. We'll have another scary story next week.
Oh, please, I was shushed by a ghost. You got nothing on that. You got nothing on being shushed by a ghost. Viking Vandals. Movie quality's not that good, but genre is interest is superb. Hey! We did a half-decent movie right now. I gotta see what this is. Viking Vandals. Yeah, Blur Logic Productions, Viking Vandals. Katie May as Jon Stone. Wait, did she say as Jon Stone? I am the hottie. Wait, did she just shoot herself? She just shot herself. This gotta... Okay. Why not? Please. Stop being Devil's Day. Okay. This is also another point where usually the game would crash. Not on this computer, but on my older computer. Because of graphical glitches and whatnot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Lionhead Motion Picture Awards ceremony.
Tonight, we'll be revealing our first ever winners. So without further ado, let's move on to our first category.
Staying at the top of the charts in such a competitive industry isn't easy, which makes the achievements of the following stars all the more commendable. So let's have a look now at the list of nominees for highest charting star.
Bun. Bun. Oh, really? I would assume with number 1, I would have gotten a nominee. I mean, with, like, someone in 3rd place.
The imagination of the public and show creative innovation often make it to the top of the movie chart.
Oh yeah, I guess I should say that earning these awards also give you bonuses. So it is important to try to, like, get this effectively. I didn't even get a nomination.
It's been on fire in the charts.
Max Pack. I hate you right now?
For the highest ranking studio award,
Oh, well, we're screwed.
nominees are
Without them noticing. Wow, that's kind of an asshole thing to do, even if you did win the award.
Huge success. Please put your hands together.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I hate Maxi Pack.
Make sure you join us at our next awards ceremony, when we'll be giving out more of these coveted awards to the leading lights of the movie-making industry, including a new one for most prestigious studio lot, which we'll be awarding to the company with the best lot. Thank you all for joining us. Good night.
Yep. Release 5 movies. Oh, it's total movies. Okay. We are going to at least try to get that up before I go on to do the sandbox mode. Ah, shoot, already. You know what? Since we're here, we might as well go over into the makeover section. So, this shares the same kind of general system. Well, this shares the same system as with costumes. So, if you really wanted to, you could also wear, like, you could have them wear pretty much anything. You want them to wear a spacesuit, you can make them wear a spacesuit, but it's probably not the most realistic. Oh, you could make them wear underwear. They'll be kinda pissed at you, though. And I'm not cruel. Let's have her in the evening dress, why not? I still liked her with the glasses on, though. Those were kinda cute. Look at that, she has like a little monocle. Yeah, so basically, if you wanted to play dress up, this game allows you to do that. Wait, trim? Do you guys see where that trim is? You can also make it change the haircut, but I'd rather keep it. And I have improved her image. Okay, so we're probably going to do a bad idea, which is basically have someone with little sci-fi experience directing someone with a lot of sci-fi experience. At least a lot more than Daddy Sugar. That kind of scares me. Hey, good news, guys. We got a new facility. The bar. Because why not? Right? Like.
William McDuff. You may, if you wish, write to me at this wireless broadcast station.
Wireless broadcast station. I'm adorable.
Our scientists claim that the wooden box is in fact a shrinking device that'll be able to store people and even entire worlds, though only in black and white. And our boys are never wrong.
You mean the television? You mean the little television? Okay, let's release our third and our fifth movie, Tri-Splosion. Russ, Katie May. God damn it, crew. Get good. Well, could be worse. I wish I could just move this along faster. Okay, let's see what this is. Tri-Splosion. Great movie. Good movie. I'm being so goddamn cheeky with it, but like, hey, look at that! Now we can get into the meat of this game. That's right, there's actually more to this than just managing. Okay, so you go to game. You go to sandbox. You go as high as you can. But what time you can start a new game pretty much is dependent on how long you've played the story. Well, story campaign. And now, you can have instant movie making, stars behave, buildings don't decay, and you start with an already built lot. So, what normally ends up happening whenever I used to play this game was I would build a custom script office and make an advanced movie. And then I would come up with something that, would either be completely stupid or kind of convincing with the editor. So that's what I plan to do. Though, how exactly, I'm not sure. I think, kind of like last time, I'm going to pick a random title and try to make a movie based around that title. If that makes any sense. This also has a pretty nifty tutorial. I don't think I really need to show that off. I might watch it in my free time, though, just so that I know what I'm doing. That is the most beautiful title I have ever seen in my life. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna have fun. I never knew that they had tattoos on here. You know what, that one kind of looks like angel wings. You know, originally I was going to go for, like, little angels, but maybe it would be better if they were, like, a biker gang who happened to be called the Angels. But I don't think this would allow me to do that. I mean, unless I did that. But, well, you can't really be a motorcycle person if you're in high heels. So I think we would have to go with this. Yeah, we'd have to go with this. Which is okay. So, little angels who join a biker gang. I'm getting something here already, just by... But who? Who is the villain? That is a question. Okay. We now have a movie, or at least a script, called Angels with Rapid Fire Machine Guns. With our two main protagonists being women who are essentially angels who join a biker gang, or at least are part of one, and their tattoos are essentially their wings. But the priest, oh well, he's just not having none of it. So I think this would work. So where to start? Crap. To be dead honest, I think this is my favorite scene that I've ever seen it from the movies. And I never knew it existed. Oh, just that hit. That hit is surprisingly powerful, like... I don't know. And the gun twirls! The gun twirls! Oh god. I love little glitches like this, but it's just because nothing's happening, and yet the sound effects just keep going. I did it! I made a stupid movie script. Oh, this is gonna be amazing, guys. I swear it will be. Put
Newsflash, the government says our great nation faces a threat unlike any other. Yes, pinkos are everywhere. There could be one living next to you. In fact, you could be one. If you are, leave now before we throw you out.
You know, that entire time I had no idea that he was talking about communism. Yeah, they're talking about communism, which for some reason brings up sci-fi. The stability of the world. Scientists have doubled their efforts to create new technology to defend us from its tyranny. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. There we go. That should work. So now I should be able to hit shoot. No, do I have to begin casting again?
Your attention, please.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Rehearsal phase of our latest movie is
And with sandbox mode, it will be as easy as... At least I hope it will be. Ah, there we go. And now we can instantly release to see how this does. Awful. Great. Okay. And now let's see my little masterpiece here before we end things off. Returning to this game as an adult with a properly functioning brain has made the experience a lot easier on me than when I was a kid, and I sort of understand better where I was going wrong. The management aspect is pretty solid, and although it takes trial and error, the game does give the needed information to play. That being said, I still have some issues with the gameplay. Maybe I just didn't know how to play optimally back then, or maybe because I've only ever got as far as the 60s due to crashing back when I was 10. But I've always found the hiring process frustratingly slow. I know you can't just start the game with 20 different actors and extras, but it would at least be nice to be alerted when the actors showed up and for them to do so a little more often. After all, with actor novelty being an important factor, and they do grow old and retire, you do need fresh talent. I feel as if the challenge here should come more from experience versus better looking or better personality that can learn on the job within the selection. As an extreme example, do you pick the highly experienced but unstable alcoholic? Or do you pick the young hotshot with little experience, but is good looking, and more importantly, reasonable? Speaking of stars, I understand why we might need to manage their stress and boredom for added challenge, but do we really need to manage their relationships? I get that it's an important part of stardom, but I don't think it happens because the owner of the studio ships the couple. Also, why am I doing the paparazzi job? I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I would be sued in real life for pointing reporters towards a star's personal business. Now for the reason you bought the game, the actual filmmaking portion of the game. Scenes are preset animations that any actor can be plopped into, and the sets are the backdrops. While there are quite a bit of scenes in the movies, they're only attached to certain sets. The main reason for this is the sake of the design of the management aspect. A big part of your studio doing well is that your movies do well. Part of that has to do with the scenes, as they have a quality value attached to them. If the game guide can be a credible source, there does seem to be some logic with where the quality values lie. Typically, the more tenseful or actiony scenes will have a higher quality value. Fair enough, but how are the two brawl scenes still higher than robbery? I would argue that if you knew how to make them, that they can both be good on their own merits. That's sort of the trouble I found when making a mix of something that lets you create and then simulates a score. Something is going to suffer. If focus is given to the creation, and because you're doing something outside of the developer's thought process, your score is going to suffer without you knowing why. If you focus on the management, your creation is going to look very similar to that of most video game tycoon games, where you're limited to naming it and affecting its quality in various ways. But you don't actually create something. What I see here is ambition and passion trying to find the best of both worlds, while being okay in both sides of the spectrum. I'm sorry, Molyneux. I'm sorry. Look, is it fun? Yes. Do I think it would be nice if GOG put it on their storefront? Yes. However, if you're buying it more for the filmmaking aspect, or you want to challenge yourself creatively within the limitations of the engine, it's best to do that in sandbox mode. You're not going to start with everything. This would be because story mode puts a lot of limitations on you because of the gameplay, while you can eliminate most, if not all of it, by just going to sandbox mode with a crap ton of money. Unfortunately, if you start the game fresh, the furthest you can go is the 50s. 60s if you have the only expansion, stunts and effects. I definitely recommend it for someone who is creative and you just want to muck around on a lazy day. I say that because I found the scenes fun to play around with. This is definitely helped by the high quality animations that they have, which tend to be silly if not just outright funny. That punch never gets old. Also, while the customization of the scenes can seem limited to someone who is more advanced, you could have an invasion of zombie chickens if you wanted to. Yeah, this game obviously has a good sense of humor and doesn't take itself too seriously. I mean, when you give the player the building blocks to do some pretty weird things, and you have the tagline, run the studio, shoot the movies, make the stars, that's probably the right way to go. Better than most super serious storylines and not so serious games. Grand Theft Auto. Wait, no, that's too obvious. The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction.